Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Talking Indie Mayhem. We've got the whole crew here tonight and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm Madilynn Dale, the host for tonight, and I want to mention that you can find all of my books and everything at my website here, thechaptergoddess.com. And without further ado, let me bring everybody in and I'll let everybody give a brief introduction of who they are, and we'll start with Mr. Ron. Right here.
I'm Ron.
The inspiration behind the show.
Oh, thank you. I'm Ron Lara. I write fantasy, science fiction, humor. I host a couple of shows on Goaty now, and then guest host some other ones. I'm a Scorpio. I love chickens and goats and gardening.
Yes. Everybody take a shot.
Tonight for dinner, I made beef stroganoff soup.
Nice.
From scratch. I mean, not like a can of beef stroganoff soup.
And here's this week's amazing guest host.
Hi, I'm not Ron. I'm Charity. I write fantasy, science fiction, horror, mystery, basically everything. Ron keeps somehow talking me into, coming on his podcasts on a regular basis. And I don't know why, since every time I come on, all I do is insult him continuously throughout. So I'm guessing he's just a glutton for punishment.
Absolutely. All right, Tiffany.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. I'm a Pisces, and my latest book is called The Elements. You can go ahead and check it out on Amazon, and you can find the rest of my books on my website, booksbytiffanyvega.com. And I like long walks on the beach.
Yes. All right, Ramones.
Hello. Well, I was introduced as Ramonas. That's my real name.
Yes, sorry. I can't pronounce the other one.
Which one, Ramonas or Atukim Sanumar?
The Atukim, I guess.
Atukim. I don't know. Well, whichever. Well, if it's easier, you read it backwards, and it comes out as my real name, Ramonas Mitsuta. So either way, if you read it left or right, it's gonna be okay. So yeah, I'm a noob on the Go Indie. This is my second time.
Tim.
So hello.
Tim.
I write in fantasy. Yeah, I write in a fantasy and.
Sorry.
You will be. So I have 5 books published so far. So I'm just gonna show my first book because I don't have my website below here, so it's on Amazon. I'm not going to talk about chickens or eggs or anything in between. So yeah, it's a pleasure being here. Oh, by the way, it's 2 a.m. at my place, so be gentle.
Man. Yeah, just wait. The chicken and stuff comments are coming. And we're going to switch over to Angela. I know you're trying to grab a book back there. So.
No, what? I was prepared. I have books behind me. My name is Angela Eureka Smith. I write pretty much anything. I publish Space and Time magazine. I write a lot of horror, fantasy, poetry, nonfiction for many years. That's where I started. And I am a Scorpio, which is probably why I have an affinity towards Ron. And yes, and my latest project, believe it or not, is not a book. I just came out with Unquiet Spirits and something else. But my latest project is a newsletter where I have use all of my abilities of like collecting and categorizing because that is me. That's what I do for fun, and play mahjong. And I have made it into a newsletter of all the events that I can find, like open submissions that pay and everything like that. And that's free. And so that is my project for the week. And also that is my excuse for why I have not done that story that I had to do also at the beginning of this week. That's coming.
Nice. Man, I feel like I should mention that I'm a Cancer and that my moon sign is Sagittarius and my ascending sign is Aquarius.
I know. I should have thrown in there Libra, apparently. I'm like, oh, I didn't know we were. Is this a dating profile? Did I miss something? What's going on?
Yes. So I don't know, man. But I do want to point out, guys, you guys in the audience, if you have questions for any of these guys, just drop them and we'll get to them as best as we can. So, and we've got a great group hanging out with us watching tonight. We've got Anita, we got Nikki, who is joining the Go Indie Now family. So, and she says Ron is a Scorpio, excellent. And Ron wants to know why Charity is sitting on the floor.
I was
Because I felt like it. Jeez.
Charity's so mean to me. It's like we're married. No, nobody
Yeah,
can,
no.
First
nobody
marriage.
can take Robin's place.
Only
Yeah,
my
okay.
first
Well,
marriage.
I'm glad I
Look
only
at
remind
marriage.
you of your first marriage because
Yeah,
your
the
your
failed
second
marriage.
wife is
Some
absolutely a
astrological
saint.
info. Yes, and Angela looks like she has a flower crown. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, I should sit up and angle correctly.
And
I actually moved my office since Friday because I think it was something on the Go Indie show, like their lighting or something. I was like, that's it. I'm just turning my office around. The whole thing needs to be changed. So there's no window behind me now.
yeah. Well, it's very pretty. So, oh man, guys, there's some good stuff from the show. But I think the first thing I want to address, which I feel like has really grown this season, Ron. So this is going to be picking at you for a second. This is probably the longest clip I will play tonight, guys. So just hang tight.
Here's a German word that I don't know how to say. Like Pfeifengeschit. I don't. But that word apparently has no direct English equivalent. What do you think it means? Tiffany.
Back the F up.
Close, sort of. Angela.
It's the word to describe bacon when you eat bacon on a cloudy morning and your friends are coming over, so you're very, very happy.
That is such a great gift. Or guess, I mean. I love it. Anakim, what do you got?
I think it's the hidden message for Charity's reverse harem favorite story.
Well, I'm going to give the point to Angela because I thought that just sounded like such
Well,
a
that's just so
German,
partial.
such a great German explanation. But what it really means is a face badly in need of a fix.
Oh, poor David.
Yeah. And I
Every
just did
time.
that question so I could put that picture
Ron,
of David up and
Ron,
say,
you
No,
gotta
that's just bullying.
You got to get over
it's
your
just
jealousy.
jealousy. Yeah, it's not bullying, it's jealousy.
He's the international sex
Let
symbol.
it go.
I know it's
Well,
so
that's
I
why
hate
you're
his
bullying
guts.
if you're jealous. You know, that's it.
It's just hatred. That's all.
Okay.
At least you're honest about it, just kind of
Oh
throwing
yeah.
it out there.
If we had more time, I would talk about all the people I hate. But we
I
don't
would
have
be
much
on that
time.
list. Somewhere.
That's
Possibly
not
2 or
true at
3 times.
all. I love Charity in
The whole list.
a way.
He loves you from afar. That's why he's stalking
Yes,
you.
far, far away. Well, we are on opposing coasts, so
That's the way we like it.
Yes.
Yeah, neither of us are moving. No way. All right.
So we're going to address the David Green issue, Ron. What
That
is
son
this
of a bitch.
obsessive crush you've got going on David? Did it develop from Nikki Nelson Hicks's dreamy eyes comment?
Yes.
So
You nailed it. I mean, that's over. We're done. Yep. Yeah. I'm just
So
jealous of
very
his stupid fangirls. All the Nickies.
So we need to develop a fan group for Ron where they fawn
Yeah.
over and like bow down and
It's
Charity
already
says
exists.
no.
There's just no one in it. It's just
Yeah.
empty.
I think
It's a group of one, and it's Ron.
It's not even me. Nobody is in it.
I
It's
mean,
very
maybe
depressing.
it might be because your goats have more fans than you.
The goats, the chickens, my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion for charity. You built a reverse harem of 5, but all of 5 are Rons.
Yeah, nobody would buy that.
No, it's just for you.
could be
I mean,
Oh yeah, no, absolutely
It could
not.
be a horror story.
David
Yeah, there
Rose
you
is
go.
the best.
It's a reverse horror story. I like it.
There you go. Yeah. And yes, we got to show David some love because like Ron's the only one that has the hate stuff towards David, but in reality, they're really good friends. So
All I can say is he better not ever come to America.
he can come hang out in Oklahoma.
Wow.
No, anywhere he goes in America, I will go there. Except he's really big, so I wouldn't, because he's a bigger guy.
He is really
younger.
tall. So
That's what I said. They just need to box it out.
Ugh,
Ron,
might be good.
See it.
that might be good, because normally the way I fight is I attack from behind with no warning. You know? So
You guys could maybe do like Jello wrestling or mud wrestling or something. I'd be down for that.
oh my
Ugh.
God.
my
Yeah,
OnlyFans
it would
page
be
is
Miracle
really
Whip.
coming together.
Oh,
It would
I
either
knew
be
that.
Miracle
Bob
Whip
does
or
consider-
spam.
So, Ron, you have a buddy because Bob does consider David one of his nemesis now, along with me. So
Yes.
I guess that's 2 of you guys hating on David.
Excellent.
It'd be a Spam and Velveeta fight.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
You see how this works against you though, because now I didn't know who
Interesting.
David was, but I'm like, I have to go look up who David is. I mean,
he's got some amazing books out there. Just
His
saying.
books are great.
And
It's just
eyes,
the person who's
apparently.
awful. No, I recommend his books. Everybody should buy and read those.
Oh my gosh. So another one. So we're gonna touch the reverse harem stuff on top of the head real quick.
Okay, so today in history, the Japanese cherry blossom trees were planted in DC in 1912. Thinking about your favorite book or movie, what idea would you like to plant in that author's mind to improve the story they've obviously neglected? I know I go in hard. I can't help it.
Yeah, she's not
Tiffany.
messing around.
At Twilight. No
Twilight.
sparkling vampires.
Oh, that is
Anyone
good.
else? Atikim.
okay, I'd suggest to write a full-fledged harem story.
Like a reverse harem, or are we talking about something else?
I knew you'd say that because you're a woman, but I don't want reverse harem. Okay, it's like reverse chicken eggs. So I don't know how that would sound.
I love it. Angela.
all right, I'm going to say Peter Straub's first book, Marriages. Just have a plot, just a plot. He admits it. He's the one who pointed it out to me when he said, "Don't read Marriages," and then I had to read it.
All right. Well,
By the
I'm going
way-
to give the point to Tiffany if that's okay, because I hate Twilight. Like, just flat out hate it.
If
Well,
I
no,
change my suggestion to
Man, that was hilarious. Like in so many different ways. Not only the reverse harem thing, which I do write reverse harem, but also the whole Twilight thing. Like, yeah, sparkly vampires should not have become a thing at all. So, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say I found out what reverse harem was like last week on Kindle Vella, and I was like, "What? Like reverse?" So, I mean, that's not a bad idea. I'm just saying.
It can definitely make for some fun reads, especially
Yeah,
if you like the
totally
speedy
makes
stuff.
sense. I mean,
So
how am I this old and that's never occurred to me?
I will tell you, you are not the only one because I ended up in an online book convention thing and nobody knew what that was. I was like, this is awkward. Here, let me just like corrupt all of y'all's brains here because this is what I write. So, and Michael is here. If you don't like Twilight, you are a trampire.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's him. So we just
Elaborate,
we don't talk
Michael.
to
Let
him.
us know. Like, and also Nikki added Mud Jello Wrestling with David and Ron. I'll be in my bunk.
Because you're hiding, right? Like you're figuring it's the end of the world and you have to hide. And
Not because
yes.
you're thinking about reverse harems or anything.
I'm trying to imagine how women see reverse harem. I know how I see like normal harem. I mean, it's probably not what you think, but
You know what I just found out? I'm not going into religious territory, but it is about a religion. But you know, Joseph Smith and the whole polygamy thing with the Mormons and everything, apparently his wife in real time was very angry about that. And so she threatens to have her own religion where polygamy was for multiple husbands. So that's, I guess, where reverse hareming came about. Like that was the beginning of it back in the 18 whatevers.
But I could see that making sense. So
Yeah, facts that you probably didn't need.
We owe so much to Joseph Smith.
Okay. Here's another really good one. Partially because I want more background story on this, and I know some of you guys do.
Name one person who you know whom you worked into a story, but they didn't know it was them. Extra points if you tell us the name of the character. Tiffany, I saw yours go up too.
It was my grandmother, and her name is Charlotte, and she is in my horror collection stories. So,
what part does she play?
I know. I'm like, wait, grandma's in the horror story? What?
Okay.
You must elaborate on live show now because, like, you can't just like leave everybody hanging.
Except for grandma.
Yeah.
So there's a story in my short story collection that is it's called A Dog with a Horn, and each of them is like an urban legend. So these this dog with a horn can like erase you from existence. And I love my grandma dearly. She's watching this. Sorry, Grandma. But she has a very unhappy life, and it kind of played in with the character. And she just kind of wished that she was not around anymore. And yeah, so she was like kind of based off that character I named after her and all that stuff. So, but still go buy it. It's a good read. Everybody just go check it out.
Did she just find out, like, if she's watching this, did she just find out, oh my gosh, you wrote me in one of your books and then you killed me? With a dog horn?
Yeah. She didn't read that one. She read my first book, but not my second one. So
that's like in Clue, you know, like the butler did it with the candlestick. So this is like grandma in the dining room by a horny dog.
Yeah, it's a good story, and it like actually makes you, in the end, it makes you appreciate like your life. But
yeah, I do have to read this, by the way. I mean, sold.
Yeah, poor grandma story. Yeah. As Ron added, that's great advertising. So, oh man. All right, let's move on to the next one. This was actually kind of a fun one.
Here comes.
I'm Daniel E. Myers, author of Alejandro Rising, and my question is this. Of all the inventions in the world, which do you find the most worthless?
Worthless.
Yes. Tiffany.
a back scratcher.
Well, I hate to
don't
be
agree with
judgmental,
that.
but yeah, that's
I
an
don't
awful
agree
answer.
with that.
I can never like it. I'd much rather use my fingers.
I think that's more of a you issue than
Yeah.
a back scratcher issue.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to get into counseling during the show.
Sadly, I'm forced to agree with Ron on something. This is
Attic
Tiffany,
him.
I had such high hopes for you.
Well, I need to get my points taken away. No.
Attic him, I
no,
saw
I'm
you
just joking.
gesture.
Yes, I'm waiting for the ladies to quiet down.
Yeah, we
I know
don't
the
have that much.
ladies and passion are just like one thing. So, well, I don't mind. But I think the most worthless thing invented was social media.
Ooh. All right. Angela, you got anything?
Yeah, bras that strap in the back. Like, really. Why? Who invented that, by the way?
A man.
Yeah, obviously. Because do our arms going back with your back scratcher thing, Tiffany? Like how?
And somebody checks later on, and it's actually a woman. But who cares now, right?
All right, Charity, would you like to award the points for that question?
No, I really.
So, did anybody research who actually invented the bra?
It was a guy, Otto something. I don't remember.
Oh,
Somebody
good, 'cause I was
posted in the
actually-
comments that night.
Oh, good. 'Cause I was Googling it just now.
On Sakim's the social media, I kind of like. I get behind
Everyone
that.
just went quiet, like instantly. Social media, everyone's like frozen, like no.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, I kind of felt like going, but wait, we're kind of on a version
Yeah.
of social media right now.
Love
Hi,
it.
everyone. Buy my books.
Love it or hate it, we have to have it.
Okay, Michael, I'm anti-bra. Give her 30 points.
Don't listen to him.
Yeah.
Can we boot him out of comments? That'd be great.
Well, I don't know. He
And
just
Ron
gave me
agreed.
30 points, even though it doesn't matter now. I mean,
Yeah.
True. Very true. And Michael, you should know this. You guest hosted the last show.
Oh, I want to say though, I did go out and buy Alejandro Rising from Daniel's the thing. So this show really works to get people sharing books and everything.
Kudos to Ron, because this was his idea. So
yeah. Hello,
That Charity.
Hello.
I would show you mine, but they're behind me and I totally wasn't prepared.
Michael says Charity is not living up to her name. I disagree. Okay, here is another fun one. I'm going to share who actually did this after this.
Dang it. Thank you. Somebody.
Madilynn, don't butter him up.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if everybody got to really see it. Let's just.
It looks just like him. And
Beautiful artwork that was. I don't even know who made it. Whoever it is, they're a genius, though. We know that. All right.
I mean, obviously, you have to know who made it now, right?
You, because you're a genius.
Ew, that's like the nicest comment you gave me. But I also like that you had to pause and take everybody out and take it back in. Charity,
It was not disruptive to the flow of the show at all.
Nope, not at all. But I mean, it's a great picture for you and Robin, right? So
Yeah.
y'all
I can't
in
wait
the-
to have
in the-
that blown up at Costco to poster size and
yes.
hang it in my living room.
There you go. So, yeah. And then I totally did not organize these in order. So I'm sorry for jumping around, guys. Kind of crazy. I'm saving one of the other ones for last, though, because we will talk about the hats more in depth here in a minute. But, like, what was y'all's favorite thing about the show?
Me.
Anything
was-
but Ron.
It's
I was
always
gonna say
I'm always my
Charity,
favorite part.
but-
for me, it was after the show when Ron said that we were mean to him. That
Oh,
was my favorite part.
If
yeah. When he
okay,
says
so
and
look,
stuff, yeah.
if we weren't mean to Ron, he wouldn't think we cared. So
true.
we have to be mean to him.
That's how Ron shows affection, guys. He's mean.
Remember, sarcasm is how some people hug.
Oof.
I was going to say, somebody just said that you're not living up to your name, Charity, but charity means dishing something out generously. It doesn't say what.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, God. I am sure the wife would love that. To put together. I could definitely see your wife being ecstatic about that poster. Atukim, did you have something that you liked about the show?
You mean this one or the previous one?
The actual game show.
The actual game. So, well, I was such a noob. I had no idea what to say. So I was just trying to pick stuff out of my hat and just say random stuff.
That's the way to go, honestly.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I like. I actually really loved that Charity gave me a point for that word that she didn't understand that I said my own language. I mean,
yes. And actually, now that you say that, I'm going to play that clip.
New
Okay.
words are my favorite thing. Give me one unusual word that you can define and is real. And if I've never heard of it, you will get a point. This is for everyone.
Ooh.
Etiquette.
does it have to be in English?
Preferably, because otherwise I definitely will.
Okay, I'll break the rule. There's a single word in my native language. Pasikopustala. That basically means you're looking for cabbages in the field undercover.
Wow.
It's a real word in my language. Native.
So like stealing cabbages or just
No,
wearing-
you're just like out for a
Like
stroll
wandering.
in a cabbage field and either picking cabbages, eating cabbages, like
I feel like that's daisy picking. Like the equivalent of daisy picking. Like they're just wandering around. I like it though. I'm going to give you the point.
thank you.
That was a
Yes.
very good choice. So
Yeah. If somebody can repeat that word, I'm gonna like go and buy their book instantly right now. One click buy.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I know. I feel like.
What I remember
was-
is
I know. It just.
There was the letter P in it. I remember that.
yes.
Yes, it starts with letter P. That's good. I'm gonna give a point to Ron just because he
There you go. Ron,
letter
you got
P.
a point. That's never
Yay.
happened before.
And you know, I have to
It
point
did
out,
happen. Sorry, Maddie.
you're good. I was just gonna say, I think this is the first show that we actually had somebody be awarded a half a point too. So
Breaking
But
barriers.
when Michael co-hosted, he gave me a point for something.
I think you ended up with 2.
Yeah, but that's Michael. That's
yeah.
He's great. I agree.
Here's another good one.
4 people said cheese when posing for pictures. Did they say A, huzzah, B, prunes, C, fiddlesticks, D, bee's knees, E, engorged, F, to industry, G, egad, H, gadzooks, I, Velveeta, or J, rapscallion?
And my questions are too long?
Well, your question, I wasn't going to do this one, and then I'm like, well, shit, Charity's questions are taking forever. All right, Tiffany?
Fiddlesticks.
No.
Engorged.
Angela?
Engorged.
I wish. That would make a great story, but no. Atikim.
ABCDFG, Stevie.
All right, well, that's true, because it was B, prunes. So even though it's a little cheaty, I say we give the point to him, to Atikim. All right.
Best answer ever. Let me just say that right now because, like, there were so many choices.
Yeah, I had no idea. Like, I forgot the every ever, like, the whole list. He went through the whole list. At first, I thought I'll say the last one, but then I thought I'll just try and say every single letter he's mentioned and then he extra that. So yeah, that got me a point. I was surprised actually, because usually he's just like ladies, you know. And like,
You're calling Ron a ladies' man?
I mean,
Nobody has ever called me that.
what
But
was
it was
the
clever.
nice, sexy time? I should have left that clip up here last week.
Oh,
I
shit.
will say it was during that moment when you said that I was kind of like, oh, there's no rules. We can do what we want here.
That is true. Like,
Oh my God, you got to put up Anita's comment.
I actually knew the answer was prunes. And then research comes, oh, yeah. Name research comes in handy sometimes. See,
I think that I
was
read
wondering
that.
if that was an actual legit thing when I heard that. Because I was like, okay, who came up with this question? Like,
I was going to say prunes, but engorged is such a better word that I was like, I don't care if I win. I just want to say engorged.
I'm still surprised nobody said Velveeta.
I would have taken my guess because I mean it is Ron.
Well, I have no idea what Velveeta is, so I just
Oh, you
thought
don't want
I'll.
to know. It's
It's
okay.
gross. Well, I
Yeah.
said that.
But you keep talking about it, so yeah.
It's because
It's
Ron
amazing.
has recipes that use it, and it's
Yeah.
awful. It's fake and
'Cause
horrible
at
and
first-
horrifying.
Because Charity talks about it so much, I thought it's like something to do with the reverse harem thing, but
Oh God, I don't want to read
could.
that reverse harem.
It
No.
could
Good,
be a
because
kind
it
of a
melts.
With Velveeta? No.
It
I
could
will
because it
say, you
melts
guys,
really
because I
well
added it.
and it would float. I mean, it would.
Please. Oh.
Here's Ron's little knife sexy
I
time.
did tell you that you're gonna be sorry when you interrupted me during my introduction. So yeah, there's more where that came from. So be ready.
Here's a quick clip. This is technically from last week, but it's hilarious. You guys can utilize this to pick it Ron.
I was hosting an episode of This Week in Indies, and I told people that Ron Lodelar is my pseudonym, and my real name is Knife Sexy Time.
Oh yeah.
That is where that comes from.
Now I want to change my name to that.
I mean, go for it? Question mark? I don't know. But let's we're gonna move on to what is the fun stuff for every episode, which you guys had some great stuff for this.
Hoo-wee! Okay, Boomer.
Haters gonna hate.
Told me to give you points. I'm sorry. That nullifies the points. So
So
Dang
they don't
it.
get any points for answering my questions. I guess we could just skip mine.
Jeez.
Oh, that's very nice of Jill. Very nice. Everybody, welcome back. This is my everyday hat that I wear most of the time.
Great variety of hats. Like, are y'all telling people to gather hats before the show now?
No, it was
Yes.
completely spontaneous. Shh.
Yeah, I just have those sitting next to my desk. Surprise.
Yeah, and I just accidentally decided to make this hat that my dad taught me to make. Just before the show, it's like no questions asked. Like, oh, why don't I make a paper hat, right?
You know what I should do?
Absolute
I
movie
should
magic.
make one of those paper hats. That's a good idea.
That is actually really cool. And Charity, I believe you said it was the greenest hat on the show, if I'm remembering.
Yeah, I
right?
liked it. I like that. It was creative.
Yeah.
I'll make you one when next time we meet. So yeah, I'll make you one.
Sounds like a
As-
plan.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
I'll be the charitable one. That
Well, I suppose somebody has to.
yeah.
So, Ron, what was your favorite hat from the show?
Don't say Ron's.
Yeah, you can't choose your
Right,
own,
give me
Ron.
yours.
Right,
Give me
It's gotta
yours.
be
I
somebody
kind of
else's.
assumed that. So, that is a good question.
He's really thinking about this.
I would say, yeah. Well, I respect Madilynn so much. I, of course, put a lot of thought into answering any of her questions. I would say probably the paper hat. Atu Kim's
Yes.
a paper hat. Because it was such a shock. And I mean, and this show had the most hats of any show we've done yet.
Yeah.
It was hat-tastic. And it
Yeah.
was. But
I
his
think
was the
word
most
might be getting
surprising. for me.
around.
And that's
Yeah.
totally
So-
not because Ron has forgotten every single other hat that anyone else wore in the entire show. So-
Except for the one in front of him.
Yeah, except for the one in front of him.
I mean, I can play the
Correct.
clip
It is
again.
not because of that. I remember Tiffany's hat thing. I don't remember what it's called, but that she wore, and she's like, I wear this all the time. I don't know, some lady
Oh
hat.
yeah, her
you know.
no, what did she call that?
Exactly. She had
There was
some.
a really neat name for it. Like
There was the floppy hat, like
yeah, like
Yeah.
everyday
Isn't
hat
it-
or carpe
I thought it
diem
was
hat.
going coastal or something
that.
like
That
that.
may have been what it said. So, Charity, what about you? What was your favorite hat that somebody wore?
Well, I mean, obviously, I liked Atticum's paper hat. Ron's were all boring, so I don't remember what Ron. Ron, did you wear hats?
Was he there? Charity? Was he even there?
I don't know. I
don't
feel
really
like you
have
need.
sides. I just kind of come in.
Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that
I'm
garbage.
thinking like, what's guys like? Okay.
I didn't
I
even
mean,
get a full drink.
there's a black background. There's no chickens in the background. I thought it's gonna show us the chickens again, but there's
No, they're uploaded on the other side. They're not on this one. But okay, so Angela, what was yours?
My favorite hat.
Yes.
It might have been the one that we can't remember the name of, the big floppy one, that looked like you were going to the Kentucky Derby, or possibly Ron's boater. Isn't that what those are called? The little flat white hats, your
The
everyday
straw hat.
Yeah, isn't that called a boater?
Yeah.
Yeah, boater.
Yeah. Okay. Or that one, and of course the paper hat, because it is the one in front of me right now.
yes.
Yeah, I think that's probably it. That sums it up. I remember a
I mean,
pirate
if
hat,
you
not
get
mine, but
close
another
enough,
one.
you might be able to read the news as well.
Oh, nice. I cannot find it. I was trying to find the chicken picture, but I can't find it.
No, don't.
So, Ajaki, what was your favorite?
Mine?
Yes.
The charities bunny ears.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I like bunny girls, because I like harems and then bunny girls,
Reverse harem bunny girl.
No,
princess.
the reverse.
This is the part of the show
reverse.
where
When I think about reverse harem, I imagine like lots of women and I'm in it, so the harem is for women, and I'm like.
now I think you're getting the reverse part wrong. That's not what I imagine when I think
it's
reverse
one
harem.
woman and like a bunch of guys for sure. So
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's my harem, not yours. I mean,
that's why we're
your harem
reversing
can
it.
be.
It reversed right now. All guys.
Yes.
It's
Tiffany?
you, but they're all guys.
Me? Okay, well.
Yeah.
You be careful what you wish for. It might come true.
Wait, we do have somebody underage listening, so we do want to.
Yes, true. That's true.
All right. Well, I have a G-rated question about.
I mean,
this whole thing.
you're telling this now.
Yeah.
After all the stuff that's been said already, and you say
first
like
of all,
somebody.
Unwise choice, I would say.
Oh, hold on.
But
Sorry,
then,
I need to plug in my computer. Be right back.
but my question is, I've been married a couple times, and it's hard for me to imagine seriously having more than one wife. I mean, like, there's a lot of energy in having one wife, and my wife is awesome. But more than one wife, I mean, that just seems like a real strategic error.
She's standing over you, isn't she, right now, looking at you?
No.
Good answer.
No, she's not.
Just like
Never.
Tiffany, what
is your answer?
We didn't get your answer.
My favorite hat would probably be the bunny ears as well, because I thought it was cute. But then the goat hat, just knowing that it was on a goat, and then Ron wore it.
That is true.
Is kind of funny. So I bet you have fleas now.
Nah,
My goats
his
don't
goats
have
are
fleas,
fine.
you son of a bitch.
you have gone too far.
Yeah, how dare you?
I have to say the
My
bunny
goats
ears were
don't-
my favorite too. So
I would have taken the answer to bunny ears.
yes. So.
I feel like, Tiffany, we have a whole almost Blair Witch thing going on here. Like it keeps changing.
My internet knocked out, so I went on my phone, but I couldn't hear anything, and so I had to come in and plug it into the cable. So now we're in a very dim lit room. So
Okay, well, if you lean into us and you're like, guys, I don't know what's going on. That's it. I'm done.
Oh, so what are some things you guys want to see in the shows in the future?
Reverse harems? I mean, if everybody's going to be quiet, we could just go there.
I mean, some reverse harem questions would be pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
As a
I know
noob who's
somebody
still
that
trying to
could
discover this.
probably, do a guest question on reverse harems.
I think we should sing a little bit more.
Oh yes, it's been a while since we sang. Ron,
Yeah, we need song
All right, I need
questions.
to make some notes, I guess, here.
He says that he's going to make his grocery list for the goats and the chickens.
More
now,
singing
so.
and more reverse
This is
harems.
not what to do with the goats.
And animals and
Oh my God.
children.
Charity, that really is awful because I sing to my goats.
I am not surprised by this.
I wake them up with a
Sorry.
song every morning.
Yeah.
See?
Mhm.
Animals and children. Tiffany's already got like
Yep.
50 million points right now.
Yes. Yes. But then again, last year y'all took away points for what was it? You had like a list of random things that happened during the show. You got to bring that back.
You're right. Dang it, we should do
Ooh.
that again.
Ron's like,
You're
I
We
have
were so smart
forgotten
when we were
everything.
younger.
So, yeah.
And a negative point list. Yeah, that's true. It was, and it got used almost every episode. It was like shit that can happen because we're doing a show on the internet, like
Dogs
freezing or
Yeah.
pets showing up or people talking out off screen. And some of the things you got, we changed it so it was kind of random whether you would get a point or lose a point, so that somebody wouldn't just do all the things and get 5 points or 10 points or whatever.
Yeah.
So some people got points. That's a great list. It's too bad you guys were all on the Sucky show this week.
I was actually just thinking, whoa, I'm glad I was on the Sucky show, so I didn't have to deal with that.
It can be challenging. So. And speaking of challenging, Tiffany, since you are the winner, do you have any strategies that you're going to utilize going forward? Because you're going to be up against some pretty tough opponents. Because I'm pretty sure David Green is actually in there again, too. So
Again?
yeah, he won last year. He's already like
won.
on a winning streak.
No wonder why
won the
Ron
whole
is
thing.
mad.
Yeah,
Oh,
because I have to see him all the time. It's awful.
I mean,
Romance.
You like seeing him.
yes.
I do. He's awesome.
You love him so much that you just have to say that you dislike him to make yourself feel
I
better.
bring him up on almost every one of my shows in one way or
That's
another.
true.
That is very
Mhm.
true.
Yeah.
Suspiciously true.
Yeah.
I love
It
him.
is absolute bromance, you guys.
I think so. It's probably all the reverse harem talk and they thoughts start happening, and that's why Ron doesn't want another wife.
Probably, but David Smith, who has actually written his first romance, and it's coming out in an anthology this year. I think. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to find out because I invited him to be in on an anthology I got an invite on, and he wrote a story for it. So, yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how it turned out. So, yeah. But yeah, Tiffany, you didn't tell us your strategies for moving.
Mine
That's
was
smart.
Mine was just on Ron as much as I could. I mean,
That's a popular strategy.
I feel like a lot of people come in and that's their strategy. So that, and it was very easy to be nice to Charity. So I felt like that gave me an advantage too.
Yeah, people should do the more challenging thing and treat Charity like shit.
Oh,
No,
no, that
Really?
would be scary.
because we want her to come back.
Oh, we love Charity.
See, you're just
Oh,
doomed,
crap.
Ron. You tried. You tried.
Charity
It was
doesn't
it
do
was an
things.
epic fail, but you tried.
It was.
Charity doesn't do things like wear goat hats full of fleas. I mean, she's got bunny ears. Like,
Oh
He's gonna
man.
put
Oh my gosh.
Look, you can
It's just
See,
you can make fun of me all you want, but you leave
You
those
have-
poor goats alone.
you have joined a special club in being booted by Ron right there. So I'm just telling you.
I think
It's
like
like,
twice or three
what-
times this show.
watching Ron, is like he's kicking and inviting back, all the ladies back to his harem. It's like, no, not your turn. Okay, you're back. I missed you again. No, you go away. It's like, yeah. And he's getting mad because all the women are talking about reverse harem, and it's like, no, it's my harem.
These are things I never
Go
thought
away.
that would come up on the show at all.
No, go. Wait.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
You killed him. Oh, there he is.
My screen froze, sorry, and I missed the most probably important fun bit. So yeah.
Welcome back to the harem.
Is that like the next show on Go Indie Now is the reverse harem?
Oh my god.
Multiple choice.
Ron?
I can be the commentator, just to comment.
Oh man. All right, guys. So anybody have any final comments about
reverse harem?
Oh god. No.
I'm going to tell Tiffany, you're representing us from episode 5. You represent the losers from episode.
Episode, yes.
This is why I am a writer, because I do not know how to speak properly. So don't expect much from me verbally. But yes, Tiffany represents
I want to be the Mayhem queen, so I will rep us really well.
I support you. If you need any kind of prep work before, like hitting bags or I can go knock some people's knees out or something, I'm there.
Oh, I have a list. Maybe not from the show, but I do have a list you can help me with.
Just send pictures of the Brazilian soccer players. She'll be good.
If Tiffany, if you were to make a montage of you training for the show, that might get you some points.
Yeah, maybe that's a challenge you should put out there to all
it just be of the soccer players.
I was when we bought this house and they were populating the field out there. I did stand in my office window and went, oh, did I go to heaven? I mean, speaking of reverse harems, they're all out there and they're doing yelling in Portuguese and being sweaty in their short shorts.
Ron, cover your ears. Ron, cover your ears. This is for adults. Cover your ears.
My ears are covered.
The next Q&A show is gonna be all questions will be reverse harem. It's
yeah, that's probably the only part of the show I didn't like last Friday. Is it came during soccer hour, and I was like, oh, well, I do see it quite often.
I'm definitely seeing the Blair Witch Project similarities more and more as the camera moves around, the handheld camera action.
My dog, I have a 7-month-old puppy, and she's right here jumping.
Is that giant dog is 7 months old?
Yeah, she's only 7 months old.
Wow.
She's a boxer, but she's playing with her toy right now. And then I have my grandbaby kicking the computer, and this week has been a mess. So the highlight was Monday.
Right here, what you're doing though, this sums up what it's like to be a writer. Right there, Tiffany.
Yes.
And Charity sitting on the floor. It's not pretty. This is what we have to do.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're lucky that this is
I'm using my daughter's kitchen, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, Atticus wearing a paper hat. I mean, this is actually the show for why you don't want to be a writer. Right here.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Well, we are coming to a close. We've definitely gone. I'm terrible about going way over my time anymore, but it has been a great chat. This has been the most chatty group I'd say so far. So yeah, but before I go, I want to ask those who are watching to hit the like button and subscribe, and check out our other shows for Go Indie Now. Since it's Fridays, we have a show coming out Sunday. This Week in Indies is on Sunday. We're going to be chatting about writer's block and exercising your creativity. It is at noon Eastern Standard Time, and I'll be the host that day. And then we go into next week with main reviews and character driven and a whole bunch of other amazing shows. Ron, do you want to add anything to that? Basking or the conversation on a cocktail is coming up. Basking in the evergreen with David Green and everything. Like, yeah, in the green room. So lots of fun stuff coming up. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, get those notifications. And yeah, thank you guys for watching and hanging out. And remember that it's always time to go indie now.